greetings and blessings. I have here some things to consider before fully committing to a relationship. Some of these things are important, some are not so important, and these are not expert or professional opinions. One, definitely make sure you truly enjoy their company and conversations. That's very important to enjoy those two things if you plan on being with someone long term. See if your astrological signs are compatible. That would be a very good thing and a very good start. That's not so important because that usually depends on the person, individual themselves. So if you have different signs that are not compatible, that shouldn't be a deal breaker because it's up to you to make things work. If you believe in God and only God and trust in His will and His timing, make sure they do as well. You don't want to be with, if you believe in God, you don't want to be with someone who is an atheist or who believes in crystal ball readers or psychics, because if you believe in God and they believe in that, those are two very different things and they don't have the same faith as you. So that's important and that might be a deal breaker for some. Make sure they're over their past relationship or relationships. You don't want them bringing baggage into your new relationship. That's very important. Some people find it hard to let go of their past, and it's not fair to the person that they want to be with if they're thinking long term. Make sure they show your parents respect, just by calling their first name. It should always be Mr. or Mrs. whatever. It shouldn't just be, hey, how you doing? And they just start talking. Wanting to know your parents' name and remember that's something good. To me, it's like they're thinking long term and not short term for putting in that effort to know their names and always showing respect when they say their names. And make sure they are not putting on a front just to get with you. Sometimes people bring their fake selves in the beginning. They're not being real. They're not bringing their real selves, because early on in a relationship, you'll see that the things that they did to get you, they just stopped doing. They just did it to get you, and they're not thinking long term. So they should be thinking long term always. When you're intimate with them, you should love and enjoy everything about that. Touchy subject, but it's true. If you're not satisfied within that first 3 or 4 times of intimacy, it may not work, and it's up to you to decide whether to move forward or not and what you value in that relationship. Make sure you have the same relationship goals and values. That's important. Make sure your political parties are the same and you believe in the same politics. That's not that important. Shouldn't be a deal breaker. Make sure they value their family. That's very important, because if they don't value their family, they may not value you. And last but not least, know that any relationship is never going to be perfect. Perfect does not exist. Stay blessed.